Most men think attraction is obvious, but here's the truth. The most powerful signs a woman is interested are the ones she tries hardest to hide. And if you miss them, you'll never know the secrets of her psychology, the proofs and evidences that she's silently showing you. Women are masters at concealing their desire. And if you don't understand these psychological seduction techniques, you'll keep getting ignored, rejected, or replaced without ever realizing why. Have you ever wondered why that one girl acts cold, yet her subconscious body language betrays her every time you're around? Or why she throws little tests, tricks, and questions your way, but never admits what she really feels? Maybe you've been stuck in situationships, confused by mixed signals, asking yourself if it's love, attraction, or just a game. This video will give you the signs she is interested, the ones she hides behind, fake indifference, so you finally know the truth about women and their secret language of attraction. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to conquer a woman, how to make her chase you, and how to awaken desires so intense she can't stop thinking about you. You'll discover the psychological proofs of why women hide their feelings of attraction that most men never see, and you'll understand how to attract the right woman by reading what she doesn't say. So, if you're tired of being ignored, lied to, or betrayed, pay attention, because the signs are always there, and once you learn them, you'll never fall for confusion or infidelity again. When it comes to attraction, the biggest mistake most men make is believing that a woman will be direct about her feelings. The reality, women rarely confess their desire openly. They hide it. They cover it with lies, tricks, and fake indifference. And if you don't know how to recognize the subconscious proofs of attraction, you'll keep missing opportunities and maybe even falling into the trap of being ignored, rejected, or replaced. That's why in this video, we're breaking down the real signs she is interested, the ones most men never see. Let's start with one of the strongest but most misunderstood secrets: nervousness disguised as indifference. A girl who feels nothing for you will act completely casual. Her tone will stay flat, her body relaxed, her words predictable. But when a woman secretly likes a man, her subconscious psychology betrays her. Her hands fidget with her phone. She adjusts her hair or clothes. Her posture suddenly shifts when you enter the room. These aren't coincidences. There are evidences of desire she can't fully control. And here's the tricky part. She'll often cover that nervousness by acting colder, sharper, or even pretending she's not paying attention to you. It's a defense mechanism because showing real interest feels like vulnerability. Think about it. How many times have you noticed a girl look at you only to quickly look away? Almost like she got caught doing something wrong. That glance wasn't random. That was her subconscious attraction leaking through. But instead of letting it show, she pulls back, hoping he'll stop asking questions or digging deeper. Most men interpret this wrong. They assume she's rejecting them, when in reality, it's the exact opposite. Her body language gave away her desire, but her pride and fear forced her to hide it. Another undeniable sign is her change in voice. Psychology proves that emotions directly influence vocal tone. A woman who's attracted but doesn't want, the first subtle sign she likes you to show it might speak in a slightly higher pitch, or her voice may soften when addressing you compared to other men. This isn't something she's planning. It's one of those subconscious tricks of attraction that no one can fake for long. If you pay attention, you'll notice she never sounds exactly the same with we as she does with everyone else. That's the kind of evidence most men ignore, and that's why they keep asking themselves why they get confused in relationships. Now, let's talk about her eyes. A man who understands the language of the eyes never has to rely on words, and if you suddenly catch her doing it, she'll often act guilty. Checking her phone, fixing her hair, or looking away to fake indifference. A woman who feels nothing wouldn't bother hiding. She would simply not care. Another secret sign appears in group settings. Watch how her body shifts the moment you step into the room. If she sits up straighter, adjusts her outfit, or subtly changes her posture, that's not coincidence. That's her subconscious mind preparing for attraction. She wants to look attractive to you without openly admitting it. And if her attention keeps drifting back to you when you're not directly engaging with her, It's one of the clearest evidences of interest you'll ever find. Now, here's where men usually fail. They notice the nervousness, the glance, the little shifts, but instead of staying calm, they call her out. Why are you nervous? Why are you acting weird? That reaction destroys the game instantly. Why? Because you've exposed what she worked so hard to hide, and in her mind, that feels like losing power. The smarter move is to stay composed. Don't label her behavior. Don't confront it. Just let her reveal herself slowly. This calm confidence shows her that you're the type of man who can handle female psychology without being shaken. And nothing is more attractive than a man who can read a woman's secrets without exposing them. Let me ask you, how many times have you been confused by a girl who seemed distant, cold, or uninterested, yet somehow you couldn't shake the feeling she was into you? That's because you picked up on the subconscious signs of attraction, but you didn't know how to interpret them. And because you misread the M, you backed off thinking you were about to see rejection. The result, she lost interest and you lost the chance to build a real relationship. Here's the truth. Women never stop testing men. Their psychology is designed to protect them from being hurt, betrayed, or replaced. So when they like someone, they'll almost always hide it first. But once you learn how to spot these hidden proofs, you'll never fall for the fake games again. You'll know exactly when a woman is secretly interested, even if her words and actions try to trick you. And that knowledge gives you the ultimate advantage in love, attraction, and commitment. If there is one psychological weapon women use to hide attraction, it's jealousy. But here's the catch. They almost never admit to being jealous. Instead, they disguise it under sarcasm, coldness, or even fake disinterest. A woman who doesn't care about you won't react at all if she sees body language clues you can't miss you talking to other girls. She won't flinch. She won't change her energy. She won't feel the need to compete. But a woman who secretly desires you, her emotions betray her instantly. She might make a sharp comment like, "Oh, you seem busy with your little fan club." Or she'll go quiet, pretending she's suddenly uninterested in the conversation. That silence isn't real indifference. It's disguised jealousy. Think about it. Why would she care who you're talking to unless she wanted your attention for herself? This is one of the most powerful evidences of hidden attraction, and yet most men completely miss it. They either get defensive, saying things like, "Relax, she's just a friend," or they think she's being rude. The truth is much deeper. Jealousy is her subconscious way of saying, "I see you, I want you, but I don't want to." Admit it. And if you know how to handle it, you can use that moment to create even more desire. Now let's talk about the infamous push bar. You'll game if you've ever felt like a girl was interested one day and distant the next. Congratulations, you've just met the most classic strategy in female psychology. A woman who doesn't care about you will simply be consistent. She'll treat you the same today, tomorrow, and next week. But a woman who's secretly attracted will show patterns of hot and cold behavior. She'll laugh at your jokes, flirt, and give you attention one day only to act distracted, cold, or busy the next. Why does this happen? It's not because she's confused, it's because she's testing you. She wants to see if your interest is real or if you'll give up the moment she pulls away. This is one of the oldest tricks of attraction psychology, and it works because most men fail the test. They either chase harder when she pulls back, which kills the mystery, or they get angry and cut her off completely, which kills the connection. The real strategy is to stay balanced. Show her that you're unfazed by the push-pull dynamic and she'll feel an even stronger pull towards you. Another confusing but powerful sign of hidden interest is her use of mixed signals. One moment she'll compliment you. "I like how confident you are." The next she'll tease you. "Wow, you really think you're all that, huh?" To the untrained eye, this seems contradictory, but in reality, it's her way of flirting without full exposure. By mixing warmth with teasing, she protects herself from rejection while still showing you she cares. It's a psychological shield, but also a breadcrumb trail for the man smart enough to see it. And here's something most men don't realize. When a woman gives you attention through negative emotions, it's still attention. If she's playfully teasing you, rolling her eyes, or acting mocked at your jokes, she's not actually rejoining you. she's investing energy into you. A woman who truly doesn't care won't even bother reacting. Indifference, not irritation, is the real sign of no interest. So, if she keeps finding ways to challenge you, tease you, argue with you, don't take it as a bad thing. That's her subconscious attraction expressing itself through playful resistance. Now, let's flip the perspective. Have you ever noticed how some women suddenly bring up other men in conversation when they're with you? They'll casually mention a guy from work who complimented them, or they'll drop hints about someone asking them out. Most men interpret this as her being unavailable or trying to brag. But in reality, this is another psychological trick, a jealousy test. She's not telling you about these other men because she's interested in them. She's telling you because she wants to measure your reaction. Do you get insecure? Do you back off? Or do you stay calm? Showing her that you're confident and secure. Your reaction to this test determines whether her attraction grows or dies. Here's a question for you. Have you ever felt like a woman was pushing you away on purpose, but something in her body, how her voice and tone give her away, language told you she actually wanted the opposite? That's not your imagination. That's the duality of female psychology and action. She pushes to see if you'll pull. She acts cold to see if you'll stay warm. She pretends not to care just to find out if you actually do. These contradictions are not accidents. They're strategies, often subconscious, designed to protect her while still keeping you close. And this is where most men make the fatal mistake. They either over-pursue or completely withdraw. The real secret is in the middle ground. You acknowledge her push-pull, but you don't let it control your emotions. You stay steady, confident, and playful. That balance makes you the kind of man who passes her tests effortlessly. And when she realizes she can't shake your confidence, her attraction multiplies because deep down, every woman is searching for a man she can't easily manipulate with aims. Let's make it even clearer. Imagine you text a girl and she replies quickly, full of energy. The next day, she takes hours to respond, sending only short answers. Most men would panic, overthink, or start chasing harder. But if you understand the psychological tricks of female attraction, you'll see the pattern for what it is. A hidden test of your emotional strength. Stay calm. Don't overinvest. And eventually, she'll come back stronger because your lack of reaction proves your value. One last thing, mixed signals aren't just about what she says, they're also in what she does. A woman might cancel plans last minute only to text you later that night just to check what you're doing. She might act cold in public but send you a private message when no one's watching. These contradictions are evidence of desire clashing with fear. And once you can see them clearly, you'll never again feel confused about whether she likes you. You'll know the truth hidden underneath the act. So the next time you find yourself asking, why is she acting hot and cold? Remember this. Consistency is the sign of disinterest. Inconsistency, contradictions, and mixed emotions are the signs of hidden attraction. Don't be fooled by the games. Learn to read between the lines and you'll always know where you stand. If words can lie, the body always tells the truth. This is one of the deepest secrets of attraction psychology. No matter how much a woman tries to act cold or uninterested, her subconscious body language will always betray her. Real emotions, you just need to know where to look. The first clue is in her eyes. A girl who's secretly drawn to you will often hold eye contact a second, too long, or avoid it completely out of nervousness. Both are signs of attraction. And if she keeps glancing at you when she thinks you're not looking, that's undeniable evidence she's invested. Now watch her posture. A. Woman who wants you but doesn't want you to notice will position her body toward you without realizing it. Her feet pointing your way, her torso leaning in when you speak, or her head tilting slightly while listening. These are all proofs of hidden desire. And here's a detail most men never notice. If she plays with her hair, touches her neck, or adjusts her clothes around you, it's not random. These are subconscious gestures of attraction. Ways her body reveals her desire, even if her words try to hide it. Another powerful sign is mirroring. When a woman starts copying your movements, taking a sip right after you, crossing her legs, the psychology behind mixed signals the same way, or matching your tone of voice, it's a strong psychological evidence that she feels connected. The subconscious mind naturally mirrors people we're attracted to. If you catch her doing it, don't ignore it. That's her body exposing the truth her mouth might never confess. And let's talk about touch. A woman who secretly wants you will find reasons to make small contact. She might brush your arm while laughing, accidentally bump into you, or hand you something with a lingering touch. These little moments are not accidents. They're subtle tests to see how you respond. If you stay calm and confident, she'll escalate. But if you pull back nervously, she'll take it as a sign you're not ready. Understanding these psychological seduction techniques is the key to awakening her desire without forcing it. Here's something men rarely consider. Silence is also a powerful proof of attraction. If a woman is quiet around you, fidgeting, or seems unusually shy, that's not disinterest. It's her nerves, revealing she cares what you think. Indifference looks calm, detached, and relaxed. Nervousness, awkward giggle, or stumbling over words, that's desire. She's trying to suppress. If you've ever wondered why does she act so different around me than she does with others, the answer is simple. You're the trigger of her attraction. But the most undeniable signs she's interested are in the way she invests energy. Pay attention to the little things. Does she ask you personal questions? Does she remember details you mentioned weeks ago? Does she bring up topics just to keep the conversation alive? These are not casual actions. They are psychological proofs of investment. A woman who doesn't care, won't remember your words, won't ask about your life, and won't make excuses to spend more time around you. The effort she puts in, whether direct or hidden, is the clearest evidence of her feelings. Sometimes women even hide attraction through contradiction. She might say things like, "You're so annoying," while smiling, or "I don't even like guys like you," while clearly giving you attention. These verbal contradictions are not rejection, they're defense mechanisms. The subconscious doesn't lie, and her energy toward you is the ultimate proof of her real emotions. The trick is to stop reacting to her words and start paying attention to her actions. Now let's connect this to a bigger picture. Every woman has a fear of being ignored, rejected, or replaced. That's why she hides attraction instead of showing it openly. She wants to protect her ego, to avoid being seen as desperate, to make sure you're the kind of man who won't betray her trust. That's why she sends tests, tricks, and mixed signals. If you understand that these aren't games to hurt you, but rather strategies to protect yourself, you'll stop feeling frustrated and start feeling powerful. The secret is not to chase harder, not to question endlessly, and not to beg. When to take action and when to wait for clarity. The secret is composure. When you remain calm in the aisle, of her tests. When you don't fall for the fake indifference. When you read the psychological signs without needing her to spell them out, that's when you become truly attractive. That's how you step into the role of the man she subconsciously desires, steady, confident, and unshaken. So ask yourself, how many times have you been confused by a woman's behavior? How many times have you walked away thinking she wasn't interested when in reality her subconscious body language was screaming the opposite hero? Where many opportunities have you missed because you didn't know the secrets, proofs, and evidences hidden beneath the surface? This video gives you the tools to never be blind again. Once you learn to spot the signs she likes you but doesn't want you to notice, you'll unlock a new level of awareness in every relationship. You'll know when a woman is genuinely drawn to you, even if she tries to fake disinterest. You'll recognize the psychological tricks for what they are, signals of attraction disguised as tests. And with that knowledge, you'll finally know how to conquer a woman, how to make her chase you, and how to create instant attraction that can't be ignored. Remember this, women might lie with words, but their bodies, emotions, and hidden actions never lie. And once you can see those hidden truths, you'll never again feel lost, rejected, or confused in love. Have you noticed how some men seem to naturally attract women without effort, while others are stuck in doubt and fear? I put together something that can change that completely. It's a complete guide with practical strategies that can transform your way of connecting and help you build genuine connections. Check the first pin comment. It's worth a look if you've uncovered these powerful secrets and want to go even further. Here's another revealing video you can't afford to miss. Watch it to discover the subtle ways women reveal their true intentions and learn how to protect yourself, because the more you understand, the more control you'll have over your